Okay, guys, we're gonna get started here. Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. Stream sounds good. Awesome. This is gonna be pretty quick. It's gonna be pretty quick. Let me switch it to here we go. Awesome. Cool. So we're gonna be doing a review for In a Violent Nature. Which is a new movie. It's a Shudder original. I believe the theatrical cut is being released or distributed by IFC. They actually do that for a lot of Shudder stuff. But yeah, okay, cool. Well, let me just do my intro here, and we'll get started on this. Let me do this. Go ahead and pull that up. Let me see. To 1080p. All right, cool. Awesome. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and do my intro here, and then we'll get started on some stuff. So we're gonna do the review for In a Violent Nature. I literally just saw it. I thought it was pretty cool. We're gonna react to the trailer for, well, I already watched it twice, actually, but we're gonna watch the Homelander, Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay reveal trailer. We're gonna react to, Wolves, which is a new film, with, George Clooney and Brad Pitt in it. Actually, I don't know if we're gonna do that, to be honest, because I can't put it on YouTube, and I have to cut it out from the other stuff. I don't really want to do trailer reactions much, to be honest, unless it's a movie I'm really looking forward to. So we'll actually take that off the docket. So, and we're also gonna watch the Tekken 8 gameplay trailer for Lydia Sobieska. So that's exciting. I need to get back into Tekken and Mortal Kombat, actually. So, good timing on these characters. Literally two characters that I'm excited to, like, try out. And also we got multiverses that we're going to be streaming. I do want to go over some stuff as far as, like, on the docket, like what we're going to be doing, okay? So, I didn't get to stream yesterday because I was trying to get multiverses to work, and I couldn't really get any good connections on matches. My first, like, two were good, and then after that it was, like, booty butt cheeks, basically. But it's a fun game. I liked it a lot. We'll probably stream it on Monday, next week. On Mondays we'll either play Multiverses or Mortal Kombat from now on. That'll be one of the two games that we'll play. But yeah, I wanted to play something tonight. I was either going to do Resident Evil 4 Classic, or I was going to hop into Killer Instinct and try that out. A game that I have not played since Arbiter released, whenever that was. So, but I was watching Max Dude, if anyone knows who that is, talk about some stuff with Killer Instinct last night, and I was like, I need to hop back in this, because they did drop a whole big update, and they've been updating it a little bit, and I think they're done now. But it is a little sad, because it is a game I really liked. I will not remember how to play it. I'm very bad at fighting games, but I do love them. So, a bit of a conundrum there. I think the only, like, two fighting games I've ever gotten good at was probably, like, Smash, like Melee Smash, and also the one on the GameCube, for those of you who don't know, if anyone doesn't know what Smash Melee is. And also Mortal Kombat 9. I got really good at Mortal Kombat 9. I mained Kitana, Johnny Cage, Sonya, and Scorpion, I think, as well. Yeah, I dabbled with Scorpion here and there. Scorpion's a cool character. What can I say? And I would have probably done the same with Mortal Kombat X. The problem is I didn't have at the time I didn't have a next-gen console, a PS4 or an Xbox One, when it came out. Like, I did get an Xbox One in 2015, the year that game came out, but I got it, like, near the end of the year, and I picked up MKX, like, way later, I think that game came out in 2015. I don't remember. Anyway, it's been a little while. But yeah. So my plan right now is, I think I'm gonna start trying to do. And my internet was also messing up yesterday as well, which is why I didn't stream. I was like, if my internet's gonna be acting like this, then I don't want to stream. I don't want to risk the stream going down and me having to fiddle with it and stuff. Because yesterday I had planned on playing some multiverses, and when it wasn't working really well, I was like, well, we'll just finish Hellblade 2. But then my internet was acting wonky, so I figured we would just postpone it to today. So I'm not gonna. I was thinking about maybe streaming Friday. That honestly depends. The end of the month, every month, is actually a pretty stressful time for me as far as like my job goes, because I got to get in. I just got a lot of stuff to write up before the month ends, you know, like at my job every single time. And it stresses me out all the time because things change on a dime and it's very annoying. But so whenever I'm streaming and stuff, as of right now, until this becomes like my full-time thing, if it ever becomes my full-time thing, you know, YouTube or Twitch or whatever, you know, I'm gonna have to start getting better at managing my time a little bit between work and this. And that's just how it's gonna have to be. But let me see here. Yeah, but I did get to see a cool movie tonight. I knew that I was. See, what's funny is I was gonna stream tonight, like for a longer time, and probably finish up Hellblade 2 or play RE4 Classic, or Mullet Mad Jack. That'd be fun. Anyway, I think that's a Sunday stream, to be honest. I think. Anyway, we'll get into that in a minute. But you know, after I saw this movie, my plan was to you know, hop on here, stream, do the review, react to a couple trailers, and then we'd beat like Hellblade 2 probably is what I was probably gonna do, to be honest. But with my job and stuff, I do have to get up pretty early tomorrow. Fingers crossed that I actually wake the fuck up. But I do got to get up pretty early, so I can't stream past like 11, you know, and I don't want to stop Senua when we got like, say, like 20 minutes left, you know what I mean? That would really suck. I already didn't want to stop it. I should have just beaten it that night when I had the time, but that's on me. That's on me, honestly. So, you know. But what we'll do is tomorrow, though, and let me talk about this. So there is a PlayStation Direct at 5, and then there is a Silent Hill thing, or what are they calling it? A Silent Hill, whatever they call their stream. That's at 6. So my plan is tomorrow we hop on. I'll probably start the stream at like 4:45 as we wait for the Sony thing. We're going to be reacting to it. Apparently they're going to have some big stuff. You know, we'll see if that ends up being the case, but you know, and hopefully, I mean, I'm hoping for Bloodborne something. Literally anything Bloodborne related. I've only played like 2 hours of Bloodborne, but I'm not gonna lie, like I'm gearing up to do like a big FromSoft game marathon because I've never played those games that much. The game I've played the most from them is Sekiro, and probably the first Dark Souls. The first Dark Souls I've like played with, like, because I played with friends and stuff, like when I'm at their house and shit. I remember when it first came out in college, you know, a roommate picked it up, and we like played it for a while, and then eventually he just gave up, and I was like, "Come on, man, let's keep going." But he was like, no, I'm good," which is funny. But that was like on the PS3, so that's funny. That's how long ago that was. But yeah, so I'm really excited to finally do that. And the Elden Ring stuff is getting me pretty hyped. I actually did play Elden Ring. I played like 3 hours of Elden Ring. But it literally came out at a time when I was like transitioning, like where I was living. Like I literally was like couch hopping, like couch surfing for like the whole month that game was out. And that you can imagine that would make it pretty difficult to sit down and play that game. You know what I mean? And eventually I settled in on living with my granny and uncle. Just agreed to stay and help my uncle take care of her and stuff while she had dementia and everything. And now I'm just kind of hanging out at my uncle's place until I figure something else out. But anyway, you know, until like I don't know. I feel he likes having me here, to be honest. It's kind of funny. He's like, "Yeah, man, I get to have someone to talk to finally about stuff." So, you know, that's cool. I like my uncle. He's a chill dude. But I would like to get my own place again soon-ish. You know, within like a year or two, and I'd like to move out of Tennessee, to be honest. I don't really like it here. I'd like to leave the states in general. In some ways. In some ways, no. In other ways, yes. But anyway, that's a different... We're getting off on a tangent here. What was I talking about again? Oh, yeah, the stream schedule. So we're going to do a big I'm hoping to do... Start in June, we're going to do like a big FromSoft playthrough. We'll start with Dark Souls, and we'll just work our way through all the FromSoft games, including Sekiro and including Armored Core 6. A game that I started on stream and was hoping to beat, but got busy with things. And I knew it was a game that I would have to spend a lot of time on, and I just... I've been bad at doing this, to be honest. But yeah, so tomorrow, because of the PlayStation stuff and the Silent Hill stuff, the stream will be starting earlier, which is exciting. And we'll react to all that stuff. I'm really hoping for some good Silent Hill stuff. Like, if mad copium on that, but or whatever, hopium, I guess is the word I'm looking at. I'm trying to think of, but yeah, lots of hopium going on with that. The Silent Hill transmission, that's what they're calling it. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so that's tomorrow, and then Friday, when I'm off work, we'll start at like 6 or 7, and we'll play some Sturf. Probably, I don't know. I'll think of something to play. We'll either keep doing, no, I'm sorry, not Friday. My bad, I'm off Fridays. Never mind. So Thursday, yeah, we're gonna stream those 2 transmissions, the Sony one and the Silent Hill one, and then we're gonna beat Hellblade 2. And then I'm gonna pop off, and I'll spend Friday and Saturday editing some stuff for YouTube. And then, and then Sunday we'll stream. Probably in the daytime, we'll start at like 1 or 2 and play like, I don't know, probably RE4 Classic or Mullet Mad Jack, and then I'll hop on a Dead Space remake at night if I don't get consumed. Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll do Dead Space remake on Tuesday. Yeah, that seems like a good day to do Dead Space. Yeah. We'll keep going with Dead Space remake on Tuesday, and then when we're done with Dead Space remake, of course, we're playing Stellar Blade. Excited about that. So yeah, guys, we got a lot to do, honestly. We really do. And once I beat Stellar Blade, then I got Dragon's Dogma 2, and once I'm done with Dragon's Dogma 2, then we get to start From Software Summer, quote unquote. So honestly, probably all of July and August, that's all I'm doing. To be real, I don't care what's coming out. We'll obviously take breaks here and there playing like different fighting games and stuff, but other than, the Souls games, I'm hoping to start in June, really, but honestly, it's looking like probably July we'll start with. I'm going to get more consistent with this. Basically, my schedule is going to be Sunday to Thursday, and most streams are going to start at 6 p.m. What? Go away. What is that? Anyway, most streams are going to start at 6 p.m. except on Sundays. I'll start like early afternoon, like probably like 2 p.m. So that'll be really fun. I'm thinking that's going to be pretty dope. But anyway, guys, let's get this started. So, all right, hello. What's up? My name's Lee, and today I'm going to be reviewing In a Violent Nature. I got to see this one in early access before it's out officially. I think some people have already seen it as well at like festivals and stuff, and it is a new take on the slasher genre. It is from the perspective of the killer, and I will be back to tell you guys if this new take on the slasher film is worth seeing or if it lacks execution. Anyway, I'll let you guys know all about that after I play this clip. All right, so there goes that. We'll do the clips now. The clips, which is just going to be I'm just going to play the 2 trailers, and then I'll pick a part of them to use in the review. This movie was pretty cool though. It was pretty cool. I had a good time. Alrighty. I'll just turn the volume all the way up. Say fuck it. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Animals don't get too hung up on reason. They just keep killing.
Okay, so that's the first trailer. Go away. Alrighty, and then we're gonna do the other trailer. Buckle up. Okay, let me actually just refresh this and see if it's gonna be dumb again, like it was with that other one. 1080p. Okay, and I'm gonna mute my mic now.
I'm not gonna ask you again. You stay out of that park. But one of these days, you're gonna find something that's gonna walk right through your traps. Trust me, you don't want to find that animal.
You guys never heard of the White Pine Slaughter?
The what?
The White Pine Slaughter.
Just tell us the story.
You guys really want to hear it?
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, buckle up.
Something's not right, man. Get it through your head. You don't know what you just did. It's the only thing holding his soul at rest.
Well, give it back.
You can't. He's awake now. What are you waiting for? We're right here.
All right. Cool. It was a pretty neat movie, honestly. All right, let me switch back to my webcam. Cool. Dope, sick, awesome. Okay, so let me pull up my IMDb. So, as I said earlier, In a Violent Nature is a new slasher film, but it has a unique take, which is that it's all from the killer's perspective. At least I would say like 95% of the movie. And it is directed by Chris Nash, who is also the screenwriter. And it stars Rye Barrett, Andrea Pavlovic, and Reese Presley, who plays the Ranger. Andrea Pavlovic plays Chris, and Rye Barrett plays Johnny, who is the killer. And it is a new film from Shudder. I believe it's being distributed into theaters by IFC. It should be on Shudder after this limited release. It should be on Shudder on streaming. I would imagine by next month. I would assume. So if you have Shudder, or if you have AMC Plus, because Shudder, all of Shudder is included in AMC Plus, then yeah, you'll be able to watch this movie soon. I was lucky enough to get to see this one in theaters though, and I gotta say, I thought it was really worth it because it was really full actually. And the people next to me, every time anything gnarly would happen, they'd be like, "Oh shit, oh man, cool, whoa," it was really fun. I had a good time with it. Let me take I'll just take my headphones on. Screw it. I had a really good time with it, honestly. It's really fun. It's not perfect by any means, to be honest with you. One of the things that I found really interesting with this film is that, when the movie is from the killer's perspective, there's no tension, He's literally just walking along. He sees something. He kills it, And you're just like, that's pretty cool, though. They're pretty cool kills. I gotta say that. And they're really well shot as well. And very good practical effects in this. And there's one that really cracked me up though, where they use like old school stuff in this too. Like there's one part where it's very obviously like a dummy, And I love when movies use dummies. Like it's so fun. And he's just ragdolling this dude all over the place. It's really cool, man. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, to be real, and that's really what the whole point is. I will say I did see some people saying that I thought there was gonna be more walking in this, to be honest with you, but I really didn't find it bad at all, to be real. I mean, there is walking in it, but it was never like extended to the point where I was like bored. I was like interested in it, and they right when I felt like I was about to get bored of the walking, here goes something that's going on. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of stationary camera stuff. They're not really moving the camera too crazy in this or anything. But I gotta say, as someone who's a really big fan of horror films and the slasher genre in particular, as someone who's a really big Jason fan, as a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons I'm very excited to hop into Multiverses, because I'll be able to play as Jason in that. And the last fighting game Jason was in, he freaking rocked. And I tried him out in Multiverses, and he was pretty sick too. But, sometimes I always wondered to myself, I'm like, what's Jason doing, in between, like, kills? Is he just it's interesting to watch. It really is, in my opinion. If you're someone who really likes this stuff, you really like slasher movies, you like horror, you like gore, you're going to have yourself a good time. Now, if you don't like any of that stuff, buddy, you ain't going to like this at all. It's definitely not for you, for sure. If any of that stuff I said, and I'll go ahead and tell you right now, there's I want to say probably 2 kills in this that I was like, that's pretty fucking rad. There's one kill in particular, I won't give away what it is or anything, but it's I'll just describe it as the yoga kill. Yeah, man, that was awesome. I was like, well, that's probably one of the best kills I've ever seen in a movie, to be honest. It was cool. The effects were dope. And it just kept going too. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. It just kept going. And that was fun. It's a good time, and it's quick too. It's only like an hour and 31 minutes. And by the way, at this showing, they didn't play trailers, so I'm glad I did show up early, because the last time that happened, it was with Challengers when I would see that. And one of the reasons I didn't review Challengers, it was actually my first movie back to reviewing stuff, which ended up being The Strangers. Yeah, Chapter 1 instead. Oh man, this movie's way better than The Strangers Chapter 1. Let me tell you. I promise I won't keep talking shit about that movie every time I make a movie review, but yeah, this is, and so far this year for horror, between Abigail and The First Omen, which I think you can actually purchase The First Omen now, at least on digital. I was looking at the Blu-ray price, and there's no special features listed, and it's $40. I was like, what the fuck? Are you out of your damn mind? Not buying that. But as far as horror movies go this year, man, we're getting good in the neighborhood. And there's actually a few on Shudder that I got to catch up on. So I just haven't had the time. I might do that this weekend, actually, while I'm off from work and also streaming. But Yeah, like I said, man, I really had a good time with this. It's a lot of fun, and it's fun just watching him kind of like stalk, you know, and also it's just cool seeing almost like you can like feel the gears turning, you know. It's kind of neat, like the way they shoot it and stuff, and the way Johnny moves around and stuff. You really kind of get a sense of like, oh, he's thinking, he's gonna do something here. It's kind of cool, and he takes his time when it comes to killing people too. He doesn't. He's got no pep in his step, you know. He's just like, I'm gonna get there eventually, and somebody's gonna die when I get there, and then I'll figure out how they're gonna die later. You know, it is actually pretty cool. It's fun. It's a fun time. I keep saying it's fun, 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 and that's what it is. Yeah, it's cool, and there's some good performances in here, like a couple, but there's also some that I'm kind of like, you know, whatever. But also, it's not. They're not the focus. You know what I mean? You can actually kind of tell that if this was like it's funny because this would normally just be like an average slasher movie, but it's not. It's elevated because it's from the killer's perspective. So, and I don't want to say it's elevated horror, which, you know, I think, what was it, Scream 5 made fun of or whatever. I don't really think there's any such thing as elevated horror. Horror is horror. You know, I think that that's a silly term. And you know, I think Hereditary, there's nothing about Hereditary that makes it inherently elevated above something like, you know, Jason 7, The New Blood, you know, which was supposed to be Jason versus Carrie, but anyway, it's horror. It's all horror. It's all in the same genre. Stop trying to say that like, oh, I like this because it's smart or whatever. So how about you quit being a pretentious asshole? You know, like, I mean, I can be pretentious sometimes, but I mean, like, you know, I wouldn't say pretentious. I'm just particular about what I like. So, but yeah, I really thought the filmmaking was good in this. I will say, they shoot this in the forest and stuff. It is, other than those kills, man, it is you can tell it's a pretty low budget movie. And also the makeup on Johnny is very good as well. I'll be honest with you, this is literally just like a new Friday the 13th movie, which is probably why I liked it so much, except it's from Jason's perspective. To be honest with you, I mean, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody is like, can we please get a Friday the 13th movie like this? I'll, you know, when this like gets like in a wider release and when it hits streaming and stuff and more people start seeing it, I guarantee you there's going to be tons of people going like, hey, Friday the 13th, where you at? So, and I don't, I'll be honest with you, I don't actually want a Friday the 13th or a Jason movie that's like this. I kind of like, you know, having like characters and stuff to latch onto. This was fun for like this movie. I don't know if I would watch another movie like this, to be honest with you, because I would feel like I've already seen it now. You know, I don't want a sequel to End of Violent Nature, and I don't want more movies to take this approach necessarily. It's good for this one, and I'm glad that someone finally did something like this. To be honest with you, if they found another way to approach this type of thing, I would be down with that. You know, there's actually a movie coming out later this year from M. Night Shyamalan called Trap that stars Josh Hartnett that is from the killer's perspective as well. So, but it's an entirely different type of like movie, right? And that's cool. I'm glad. And this also reminds me of another movie I saw a while ago. Let me look up the title of that really quick. It's Leslie Vernon, but I want to say the full title on stream. That I actually watched that on Netflix in college when I first got Netflix in like 2012. Yeah, so there's a little movie that people might not know about that came out in 2006 called Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. And that's a movie that's kind of like this, except it has Robert Englund in it. He's not the killer, but he's like a different character. But when I saw that movie back all the way in 2012 on Netflix, it's not, I don't think it's on Netflix now. Let me see if it's streaming anywhere really quick. Let me see. That movie is streaming on, it's streaming on AMC Plus, which is where you'll be able to watch this as well soon, as well as on Shudder. But that movie, it's a with Behind the Mask, it's like a documentary crew who's like following the killer, you know, so they're documenting his process and stuff. So that was a fun, unique take on the slasher film as well, because it was like a found footage movie type thing. And it's like almost like if a documentary crew was like, you know, filming was going behind the scenes on with like a guy like Michael Myers. You know what I mean? And like what all that entails and stuff. And that was a fun movie, and I liked that movie a lot. And this movie does, like, what if we just followed a killer who's like Jason for the whole movie instead of it being from the camper's perspective, you know? And that's fun. That's cool. If they're able to do another movie from the killer's perspective, but do another unique twist on it, I'll definitely watch that for sure. I like this type of stuff. This is cool. But anyway, yeah, for this one movie, I thought it was good. Now, what I was going to say earlier, though, is one thing about this movie is they shot it in a forest, and I think the cinematography is really good for the most part, but I believe they used natural lighting for the entire movie. And one of the issues you do run into with that is there's a couple of times where I thought it was a little bit too dark in the nighttime sequences. Just too dark. Like basically where I was looking at a black screen, essentially. And there's like some fuzziness, in like some digital fuzziness, some digital noise from the camera as well at times. And like there's one scene where like a character's in a car and there are two characters talking and the camera's pretty shaky and stuff, and it's doing a weird thing. And I don't really know if that was intentional or not, to be honest. But it was distracting. I didn't like it. And but I didn't care that much. It didn't really impact my enjoyment of the movie. It's just something I do want to point out. Just like a little bit of weirdness. It's not like, it didn't like distract me to the point of like Immaculate, which I thought had like really shoddy cinematography. I don't think the cinematography in this movie is bad. It's just they have budget limitations. Whereas in Immaculate, I think that movie just looked bad in general. Like it was not well lit. It had like weird digital noise at times, but then in other shots it didn't. That was a weird movie, on a technical level at least. I also didn't really vibe with it either. But anyway, guys, that's my review for In a Violent Nature. I thought it was really, really good. It's tensionless, but it's funny enough, it's actually kind of a vibe movie. You just kind of kick back, relax, and you watch this dude kill some people. So In a Violent Nature, I think I'm gonna have to give it probably 3 stars. I was gonna do 3.5 stars, but there's like a 10-minute segment at the end that I wasn't really a fan of. I felt like there was a point when they should have just ended the movie, and it just decided to keep going, almost as if they were like afraid to have the movie be less than an hour and 30 minutes. And I was like, I actually think you guys could, we could hurry this up a little bit, and I could leave and, have a good time. And like I would have left on like a high, and instead I left on a, all right, fine. Like I get it. I get why it's there. It's literally, it's so funny. The last 10 minutes of this movie is almost like telling you the themes and stuff. Like just point blank to your face, like, hey, just in case you were watching this whole time and you didn't get it, now we're explaining it. And I'm like, I don't need this. I already got it, man. Like, if someone else didn't get it, that's on them. Like, so that's my review for In a Violent Nature. I thought it was very, very good. Yeah, I don't know what movie I'll be reviewing next, actually. Oh, you know what I'll be reviewing next, actually, is one of the movies I'll be reviewing soon is The Hitman with Glenn Powell. It's coming to Netflix. I think that's the big release for next weekend. There's not really anything this weekend, so that's interesting. Go see Furiosa again, I guess. If you haven't seen it, please go see it. It's amazing. One of the best movies. I'm gonna go ahead and say one of the best movies of all time. Now, that's a big long list, of course, but it's still among them. So, Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. All right, so that was my review. So we're done with that. So, let's watch some trailers. And, yeah. Yep. Yeah, so we're going to watch the Mortal Kombat trailer first. And then we will do the yeah, there we go. There I am. Hello, me. All right, cool. We're gonna watch the Homelander trailer first. We might break it down a little bit. He actually doesn't look as much like Superman. Oh, I didn't like this. He actually doesn't look as much like Superman as I expected. He does to a point, but he doesn't have that forward 2-3 that was so deadly. At least from what I saw. Let me do the 4K on this. We're probably gonna do like a slight breakdown of this. This also includes Farah gameplay. From Mortal Kombat X, and you know, she looks pretty rad actually. And I haven't played this game in a while, but I think this is going to get me back into it. There's like a couple characters I still need to try out. Like I haven't played, the last character I played that dropped was Quan Chi, so I got to play like Peacemaker. I played Ermac a little bit. I hopped in and played Ermac a little bit. Man, he is not for me. You know, God bless anybody who plays as him, but man, my hands were on fire when I was playing as Ermac, and I'm not like good at the game, so I can only imagine how people who are good at the game feel when they're playing as Ermac. Let's turn this up. Well, let's actually turn it down. Sorry, because I'm be talking over it. But yeah, this is yeah, I'm excited about this. I do like The Boys quite a bit, and The Boys season 4 comes out soon, next month, I believe. So this will be fun. All right. Here we go. Here he goes with the milk. It's so great. They made it look so disgusting. It's awesome. Oh.
You have chosen war with a god. No.
And actually, that's not Anthony Starr voicing him either. And I think he like sounds really good. So yeah, he looks dope though. And I've played Superman quite a bit in Injustice 2. So
Fight.
Because I didn't like how Wonder Woman played in that game. And they didn't have Batgirl. So I was like, I'll try out Superman. And then I ended up liking him. Mainly because he was really easy to play. But yeah, he's definitely going to be kind of annoying because he's got laser beams. I already know people are going to be tempted to just do... And this is cool. Farah gets on her back and controls you like she did with Tor in MK1. So that's really neat.
That'll get ratings.
You are the most insecure.
I wish I liked how Kitana played. I'm gonna try Kitana in this game sometime. She's one of my favorite MK characters, so I just should play as her more. Yeah, he's got more punches and stuff than I expected, to be honest. Like, I really didn't expect him to throw many punches. I do like that he hovers. You know, that's really cool. That makes him a lot different than Omni-Man, animation-wise.
Everyone has a freezing point. Take your best shot, Frosty.
Yeah, look at this. It's so cool. She powers him up like in MK1 as well. That's cool. So he did some kind of he used the bar, like either 1 or 2 bars to do that move. Which is dope. Here goes his X-ray. Yeah, he's gonna be a problem for people online for sure. But I'm excited to hop back into this game. Hopefully they fix the netcode. I know they added crossplay, so I can play with a couple of my friends now and my brother as well. But this has me hyped, man. This has me hyped again. And I was hyped for Peacemaker, but I never got around to playing. I heard he was awesome. I watched some people play as him. He's cool. But this has me really hyped. And this is such a cool fatality. He's giving him some LASIK. Don't worry. He's going to be fine. His eyesight's 20/20 now.
Fatality.
Yeah, very cool. He's June 4th. Oh shit, that's soon. Hang on. What day is that? We might have to change up our streaming schedule a little bit as far as what we're playing. Uh-oh. That's on Tuesday. That's when we were going to play Dead Space. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is on Tuesday. Shit. Well, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. But that was cool though, man. That was really cool. Yeah, I can't wait to play as him. This part, let me see, right here with Liu Kang was really interesting to me, actually. By the way, this stuff he's doing with Sub-Zero is pretty cool. Hang on. Like this, like he can like juggle you with his lasers. I think that's really dope. Like look at this. So he does that. He's got a low laser beam, then he brings you up to high. I think that's really neat, man. And of course, Farrah does her thing. Yeah. He's got anti-air out the ass. He's kind of like anyone who mains Natara, which was someone I was going to main, and then I just was having a hard time playing as her. But there's a move he does here with Liu Kang that I thought was really cool. Of course, you could, yeah, that right there. So that's definitely he EX'd something and did that. Because I heard the sound. Let me go back. We'll unmute this for a second. So I heard the sound that it makes whenever you EX something. So this is an EX, I think. Yeah. So I wonder what that looks like when you don't EX. But yeah, he looks sick, man. He looks sick. I can't wait. Well, I guess we'll end up playing him then. Fuck it. God damn it. All right. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out the streaming schedule. Shit, man. We got so many games to play. It's too much to play. I don't envy anyone who does this streaming stuff full time. Like, how do you do it? Honestly. All right. Next we got Lydia Sobieska. Now here's the thing. I don't know much about this character other than she is the Polish Prime Minister. Because Tekken 8 is actually my first Tekken game since Tekken 4. Yeah. So, you know, first time playing Tekken since Tekken 4. And I actually haven't played this game in a while either. I've been slacking, man. I've been slacking so hard this year, let me tell you. But we're going to pick up. It's picking up for sure. And we're going to be playing Tekken 8 on stream as well. So let's start this trailer up. I won't really have much to break down because I don't, you know, this game. I don't know this game as well as Mortal Kombat, but. The graphics on this game are sick, man. And also, I really want to play as this chick. I'm not gonna lie. I think she looks really cool. So I think I found like a main, actually, to be real with you. So I really like the way she looks. Like the way she plays and stuff looks sick. Like I like the Azucena quite a bit, but this chick looks more like my kind of style with this game, to be honest. She's like a karate master, and she's like the prime minister of Poland or whatever. I don't know. She's pretty cool. I was surprised she wasn't in the campaign because I know she was a DLC character for Tekken 7. But the only thing that sucks with when I'm streaming Tekken is that Xbox you would have to stream at 30 FPS, which is very frustrating. But you know, whatever. She just looks sick. Speaking of cool characters, Reyna's cool. I wanted to main Reyna, but everyone was playing as her, so I was like, I'll just pick someone else. And I picked Azucena, and I was having a blast when I was playing as her. But I need to get back into this game, and this is the character for me, I think. And I know everyone will be playing her for a little while, but then they'll eventually it'll balance out. But I still see a lot of Reynas online whenever I watch people play this, so, you know. And who can blame you? It's a cool character. But yeah, that shit looks sick. And then this, I like this a lot. The name of all Polish people. I love Tekken. I should have gotten into Tekken 7. I really should have, and I was dumb and didn't do it. But this one really pulled me back in. yeah. All right, we're gonna start playing fighting games again. You know, I'm getting into Mortal Kombat again. We're gonna play Tekken 8. We're having a good time.
Mam chwilę przed kolejnym spotkaniem. Ciekawe, czy tamta restauracja jest jeszcze otwarta.
That's literally me. Like every single time when I get off work and then I stream, I'm like, do I have time to eat? Anyway, all right, guys, that was cool. Yeah, we'll be playing Tekken 8 soon on stream as well. When does she come out? Did it say? Maybe it says in the I didn't see it. I didn't see the release date. It just said summer, right? Yeah. Okay. That probably means next month, honestly, which is not far behind, so June. So yeah, all right, cool. I need to pick up the season pass for that, and then we'll play some Tekken 8. All right. Well, let me switch back to my big webcam here real quick. All right, cool. Let me do my outro. So we streamed for actually almost an hour, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I did my review for In a Violent Nature, as well as we reacted to Mortal Kombat 1 and Tekken 8. So yeah, cool beans, guys. I gotta go. I'm gonna probably go grab some drinks, and then I gotta take a shower. And then I'm gonna go to bed. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a good night. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been dope. I'm gonna get that review for In a Violent Nature edited tonight, probably, and I will upload it. It'll be on my YouTube in the morning, probably, hopefully. So, anyway, my Atlas review is actually blowing up today, from what I was seeing. So, kind of. I mean, like, 100 views for me is a lot, to be honest. So, yeah. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. We will keep playing, and as always, this stream will be on Blended Caramel as well, my Blended Caramel channel on YouTube. So just look that up. That's Blended, and then Caramel is Carmel. And I upload these unedited on there, so I don't think I'll have to edit anything out of this one. I know the last stream I did where I had some trailers and stuff, I edited them out, but I think because I reacted to these, I should be fine. So anyway, guys, that was super fun. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna get a couple drinks first, and then I'm gonna get some sleep and edit before I sleep, I'm gonna edit stuff, and then I'll get some sleep. And then tomorrow's a big day. Like I said, we're doing the Sony stuff. We're doing the Silent Hill transmission, and then we're gonna beat Hellblade 2. So big day tomorrow. All right, y'all. Have a good night. It's been awesome. Peace.